Don't cut the cameras off. This is A1 content.
This is
what this is all about.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Andrew Callaghan. He's a journalist you know best from his work on Channel 5 News, which ranges from gonzo profiles of Florida man folk heroes to boots-on-the-ground field pieces in war-torn Ukraine. I'm a Channel 5 News subscriber. I definitely recommend you check it out, but first things first, the Wings of Death. Andrew Callaghan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, man. I'm a huge fan.
Whoa, all right.
It's an honor to be on here.
How are you around spicy food before we dive in?
I'm not a spice guy. I'm not a scared guy. I'm not too frightened of the spicy wings, but when I think about level 5, level 6, that might be my KO. So we start from the left, right? This is level 1 over here. Because if I fuck this up,
yeah.
Can we say the F word on this show?
Yep, you can let it fly.
If I fuck this up, then you know.
But you were about to fuck that
That's
up.
level 10.
You actually do start on the other side.
Okay, cool.
At the handle.
I ate the whole thing.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Sight to behold.
Yeah, dude, see that?
I see that.
You guys see that?
I witnessed
open.
it live.
I eat the juicy bone marrow off the end of it. I'm ready.
So Man on the Street, like the interview, it's a timeless conceit that seems to constantly evolve with the changing times and platforms. In your approach, it's birthed an entire genre of these kind of meme bait, on location, Man on the Street style interview shows.
Yeah.
When you see the imitations, what are the things that you watch that make you proud to have blazed that trail? And then what are the things that annoy you the most when you see them?
Well, I mean, like, the first thing I want to say is that when I see imitation channels, like, I try to avoid being the salty old guy. Because I'm only 25.
Same with me.
I'm only
Same with
25
me.
years old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's people that are interviewing other people with hot wings and such. But I get really stoked when other countries do it. Like, there's this show called Shibuya Confessions, which is pretty much modeled directly off my original Quarter Confession series in New Orleans that I used to do on Bourbon Street. It's, like, so funny. It's like this dude speaking Japanese in Shibuya, in Tokyo, like, interviewing drunk partygoers at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning in full Japanese. Like, drunk old men singing karaoke late night. That's hilarious. When people do, like, ultra meme bait, like screaming mouth zooms with just like not much substance to it, and they just try to get people to scream incoherently, that kind of bums me out. So when I see, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but certain successful other shows, I feel like are a little bit more exploitative. Yeah. It's not even spicy, bro.
Level 2 already talking shit.
No. I'm struggling with eating the wing itself.
It doesn't look like you're struggling. It looks like you're putting on an exhibition, putting on a show with eating wings.
That's how it looks?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Andrew, a showman.
That's what I do, man.
So sometimes we joke about the Hot Ones set, being like a relic from an 80s cable access show.
Right.
Do you have any thoughts or guiding philosophy when it comes to aesthetic and how it plays into the interview medium?
Just as low effort as possible. That's what they did best in like the public access 80s days. It's like, don't use After Effects. Don't even think about it. iMovie transitions go pretty hard. Just crash zooms, cross dissolves, fade to black, dip to white. Just get to that next frame by any means. Explosions and fireballs being a segue between two very different plot points.
All right, well, we'll put Colin on that. We'll do some sort of explosion.
That's what I'm all about. Fireballs. It spices up everything, even level 2. From Oaxaca.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there are all these different approaches to taking a camera, pointing it at the rawness of humanity and exposing it, warts and all.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say distinguishes someone like Sacha Baron Cohen from someone like Louis Theroux? And then where do you think you fall on that spectrum?
Well, Louis Theroux is a big inspiration because he follows what I call like radical listening, which is just approach a situation as open-minded as possible and just agree with the interviewer subtly, like a toddler, called the toddler nod. It's like, you're not like, yes, you're so right, brother, but you're just like letting it build. I think Sacha Baron Cohen's more of like a straight up prankster, They're both masters of their respective crafts, but Louis Theroux is the biggest inspiration to me because he's just so open-minded and caring and just trying to empathize and connect with whoever he can, even if it's like someone super far out there. Yeah, Louis a G for that.
As someone who's explored so many fringe subcultures and groups, is there one in particular that stands out to you as being the most misrepresented or misunderstood by the rest of us?
Yeah, I think the furries are very misrepresented and misunderstood.
All right, I'm on the edge of my seat.
They're a kind, very empathetic group of people. You know what I mean? A lot of them are on the spectrum, struggle with various identity issues, and the fursuit allows them to sort of revert to that like playful childhood vibe where they can just interact with people without having to make eye contact because the fursuit covers that. Because when I went to the Midwest Fur Fest in Rosemont, Illinois Convention Center, baby.
There we go, right off the blue line.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
so
about.
when I first went there, like I was asking like, you know, more sexual furry questions because I didn't know what to expect. And this furry pulled me aside and he's like, yo, that's not what this is about. This is about love and respect and having good fursuits and holding each other down. And then boom, I was like, all right, furry gang. Have you met a furry before?
No, I've never met a furry, but if they do that annually in Rosemont, I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
I gotta
you
go
gotta
back
go.
home and check it out.
You should get a fursuit of your own. Costs
Ooh.
about $3,700.
Well, that's all right. Dom, make it a line item.
Yeah. I'm glad this one's a flat. Gotta eat the whole thing.
I know.
Can't tap out.
Not a spice guy, but just crushing the whole wing, taking it down to the bone, marrow, and all.
Yeah, because one day my grandkids are gonna see this and wonder what Grampy Andrew could handle. I gotta set a good example for those kids.
So you have a fascinating origin story, more or less deciding on a whim to quit your job and hitchhike across the country for 70 straight days without much of a plan or goal or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any sort of harrowing, oh my God, my life might be in danger when you think about the bus stations and seedy motels that you spent so many hours in?
Yeah, my first ride ever, which was from a Arco gas station in Crowley, Louisiana to Houston, I was mistaken for a lot lizard. Are you familiar with that term?
Is that like a prostitute thing?
It's a semi-derogatory trucker term for someone who hangs out in a large trucker parking lot and solicits services to truckers. So I'm chilling there with a bunch of other good-looking young guys, and I'm thinking they're adventurers like me, you know, they're like Jack Kerouac-minded, hippie kind of guys. All of a sudden, this like really messed up 1991 Honda Civic, like a broken windshield, no back windows, pulls up, and this little Honduran dude wearing all leather, super leather daddy outfit. He's like, hey, get inside. I get in, we're driving like 45 minutes, and he goes like, do you like movies? And I was like, yeah, I like movies. I was like, fuck, let's talk about movies. Then he was like, do you like porn? And I was like, all right, this is getting kind of weird, but I was like, I'm trying to be agreeable because I don't want him to kick me out of the car for some reason.
Right, you
so
need
I'm
a
like,
ride.
dude, I love porn, bro. It's my favorite shit in the world. The moment I said that I liked porn, he took the nearest freeway exit and he took us to this weird renovated farmhouse. There was 6 confessional booths. Inside the confessional booths were like little TV screens with like 3 different porn channels on it. So it was like a weird, creepy thing. And he's like, you wanna watch it together? And I was like, nah, I think I'm good, bro. Like, I'm just gonna watch this by myself. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. And then we'll just meet back outside and keep going. And then he was like, why were you at that truck stop? And I was like, I'm just a, hitchhiker trying to explore America and get to know my home country. And he's like, oh, you shouldn't have been there, bro. Like, that's like a hooker truck stop. And I was like, oh, okay, that's all good. I'm not a hooker. And he was like, all right, that's all good. And he drove me all the way to Houston.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool move by him.
Yeah, but there was a couple seconds where I was scared. I was like, this guy's gonna fucking kill me. I gotta get out of here. But no, he was like, okay, honest mistake. And we proceeded onward. So shout out to that man. This one's freaking hard.
Incredible. Incredible.
That's what we do, man.
All right, Andrew, while you enjoy that Merrell, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context.
Oh, fantastic.
So we'll pull the picture up over here on the monitor. You just tell us the bigger story. How would you describe the sights and sounds of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone in Seattle?
I'm from Capitol Hill, Seattle. I pretty much grew up in and around this park, Cal Anderson Park. So to see that on the news, it was its own country, that was ran by a warlord, according to Fox News. I flew home, got off the light rail at the Capitol Hill station, walked up, and basically saw every person that I grew up with, had formed their own country. I lived in a tent in the CHOP for like 2 weeks.
What was that like?
It was interesting. My tent got stolen 3 times. CHOP was a really fascinating, social experiment. I witnessed like a really bad shooting on one of the last days of CHOP. The day after the shooting, a lot of the medics and staff decided it was too dangerous, and so a lot of them left. And so that last 4 days of CHOP before the cops came and took it back was pretty lawless.
Well, at least you got to spend some time there,
Yeah.
All right, one more for you. What do you remember about running into Anthony Weiner at Target?
Yeah, I was in Target buying some White Claws for my aunt in Manhattan, and I saw Carlos Danger in there with some pit vipers on, and I was like, Anthony Weiner? And he looked at me. He thought I was gonna record him and be like, what do you have to say for yourself? The dick pics are outrageous. But no, he didn't. He was like, what's up? I was like, huge fan. I didn't know what to say. I was like, can I get a pic? And then I snapped this, and then I walked off. He looks pretty upset in this picture, I would say. So I've heard that sometimes you put the spiciest wing before level 10 to elicit an extreme reaction. And this says collards and ghost. And I know that ghost is a freaking spicy pepper. So I think he might be trying to swindle me and create some sort of breakdown. But I'm gonna go for it. But I know that ghost is serious. Ghost is that the spiciest pepper on the market?
But maybe you don't even know what's going on. Ghost is not as hot as Carolina Reaper, so we might be playing all kinds of mind tricks on you.
Listen,
right now.
I'm not backing down, but I see what's going on here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm almost done. Gotta finish this like a G.
Look at that. Going in. Crushing it. Grandkids are gonna be proud.
They truly are, man. Damn, level 6 accomplished.
There we go. They can't take that away from
It's hitting my tongue.
So it's never not surreal to me that this goofy chicken wing production has grown to become one of the biggest talk shows in the entire world, but I don't think that we could be having that kind of conversation if not for legacy media companies constantly, perpetually misreading and failing their own audiences.
Right.
Do you ever think about how much of your own success might be the result of the American news media machine's own neglect?
Yeah, I think that if Walter Cronkite was on TV, people might not want to watch Channel 5 as much. But I think the void created by legacy and center-right and center-left mainstream media constantly competing for shock reactions from their respective audiences has created a void that allows people like you and I to do more numbers than the traditional news media outlets because nobody wants to watch that. Both sides of mainstream media try so hard to create this ultimate domestic enemy, whether it's mainstream liberal media telling you that there's these insane neo-Nazi contingents that are surrounding every major city trying to kill everyone, or if it's center right media being Antifa and Black Lives Matter are gonna come to your house in Branson, Missouri and burn your farm down. I'm not hating on rural people, I'm just saying that's what they say because they know their audience, And also there's lots of misrepresentations of the South, classic tropes about the South being the place of the problem. From center-left media. Then on center-right media, there's talking about how California is this third world shithole, and it's not. It just has problems like everywhere else. And it's just kind of scary because people really think that there's this boogeyman on the other side of the political spectrum. And there definitely is if you're looking for it. But most people are just more concerned with their day-to-day life. They don't have time to participate in the political theater that we saw unfold in 2020. Where's this one from?
South Dakota. Getting in there.
Should I do it?
Yeah, I'll do it too.
You want to slam the Merrell?
Let's slam some Merrell. All right. Oh yeah, that's good Merrell.
See that in there?
Yeah.
Merrell.
So I don't even know if you're a food guy, but your RV travels are a food lover's fantasy.
Right.
What to you is the best regional fast food chain?
I think that Buc-ee's in Texas, it's a gas station chain. They have the best pulled pork and brisket sandwiches. That stuff is so good.
Do you have an all-time favorite roadside attraction that you've ever discovered off an interstate?
I like the Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. It's like an old school clown-themed motel in the middle of the Nevada desert on the drive between Reno and Las Vegas. Last time I was there was a juggalo walking around with a staff that had an axe on the top of it, just fucking swinging it around. And he got pulled over and arrested, but yeah. That's Nye County for you. Population 2,000.
Which one's the most overrated? Fantastic Caverns?
Fantastic Caverns is definitely overrated. They need to unban my cameraman Nick from their beautiful underground cave. Overrated attractions. I mean, all the national parks to me are overrated because they're so full of just annoying ass people. Like the Grand Canyon would have been so beautiful, but you have to go through so many steps and pass so many Sedona-style tourist towns where you get like taxed $1 million before you finally feast your eyes on the Grand Canyon, and you can't even walk around without paying a fee. It's not American.
This next one is Da Bomb Beyond Insanity.
Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. This is a serious thing. I know this is fucked up. Habanero peppers. Okay. Chipotle puree. I think I can do this one.
There's something about this one.
Wait, you could do this one, but you've done this how many times?
Like 275.
Okay, cool. So you're good to go. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is fucking bad. Dude.
Yeah, that one is a different animal altogether.
Oh shit.
Go for that milk. Go for that milk.
Oh god. Oh man. I was talking way too much shit.
The grandkids are still proud, Andrew.
I'm sorry to my grandchildren. Da Bomb Beyond Insanity is not for me. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You're in tears. And you do this.
This sauce is one that we've kept on the table since like the beginning of the show. And this is why. That is just nonstop, all the time. What did you mean when you said East Coast is not good content? People are not that funny.
God damn it, you waited until I fucking... When is this gonna go away?
It's just gonna keep going up and up and up. But this is as bad as it's gonna get.
Alright. The East Coast is funny. There's people on the East Coast that are funny. But the vast suburbs that comprise the majority of the population of the East Coast make the East Coast not that funny. Westchester, New York, not fucking funny. Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, not funny. Lowell, Massachusetts, not funny. Long Island, kind of funny. Upstate New York, some laughs. But you gotta really nitpick the funny East Coast guys. They're all like 60 plus years old, or they're like under 20.
What makes Florida such a content mecca? Like the eccentrics that you find out there.
Man. It's a problem. Florida has a huge mid-level celebrity influencer culture. Jackass influenced, Juggalo adjacent, harm heavy, Vegas vacationing contingent. That's Florida. Shout out to Mike Busey and the Sausage Castle. That's what I think of. Everybody at the Sausage Castle has 15,000 Instagram followers. Bingo Psycho Hot Sauce. Warning, extreme. 15 out of 10 heat. It's all good. I'll just take down some more milk.
Don't take down any more milk.
I'll just take some more milk down.
No
It's
more
okay.
milk. No more milk.
It's all right, man. God damn it, here we go again.
What's your biggest interviewer pet peeve when you watch other interviewers interview?
Just leading questions. Like, some people would say that you're the worst rapper of all time. How do you respond to people who would say that? It's like, you're the one saying it. This one's more of a tongue blaster.
Yeah. It's coming at you from all sides. The walls are closing in over here.
No. It's okay.
But the good news is, we have made it to the final wing.
The last dab. This is your hot sauce.
This is our hot sauce. It's the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to if you don't want to, and I'd actually recommend you don't.
Oh, man. Do you like Wiz Khalifa's music?
Yeah, like, I mean, especially like early stuff. He had that like Kush mixtape.
You listen to rap.
Oh.
You do. You know about Cushion Orange Juice.
Mhm.
You're a rap fan.
Yep.
That's awesome. Because I didn't know if you were just saying it because you know what's what interviewers do. They mirror.
Oh, right,
But you know
right.
about Cushion Orange Juice. Wiz
Yeah,
Khalifa's
yeah.
2011 hit mixtape from datpiff.com.
Yeah, I remember the cover art. Remember he's like in that like pinstripe. He's in that like pinstripe suit.
First time I ever smoked weed was to that song. The Kid
Oh, really?
Frankie, song number 8. I was at hiding under a slide at a local playground with 6 dudes standing around me being like, hit the blood, you know? You know that song? If you wanna make a weed song, here goes a weed song. Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing. That ganja flowing so amazing. I was
Actually,
smoking weed to that one.
was that during the Trek God days?
You saved that one for the last wing, huh?
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, what and who is Trek God?
Well, should we eat? Can you?
You want me to start rapping, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I see. You're gonna make me start rapping, aren't you?
You can see where this
All
is
right,
going.
number 10 wing. Shout out to my grandkids. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Brolin. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa. Bryan Cranston, if you're watching this, I love you and your acting.
Down it goes. There you go. There you go. We have scaled the heights of Spice Mountain and gonna put you a little bit on the spot here to close things out. You know, it's impossible to deny the role that music plays in your videos. It's amazing. No matter where you go or who you're talking to, someone always has bars. So here to close things out, I'm curious if we can take things back with a throwback Trek God freestyle to encapsulate your experience with the Wings of Death today.
Dingo psychosis. Bitch, I feel like Brolin. Feel like Wiz Khalifa. Coming with them heaters. I feel like Justin Bieber. I don't take threats. I do damage. God damn it, I'm not from this planet. Whoops, I meant planet. Sean is so on it. Brolin was in this bitch. Now I'm in this bitch. I'm never throwing in the towel in this bitch.
Drink all the milk in this bitch and look at Andrew taking on the Wings of Death, living to tell the tale somehow, some way. Even though there was a second there where I thought we were gonna lose you, never that. Stayed focused, stayed strong, and made it all the way to the end. Now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Oh shit, well, I'm working on a movie. I'm working on a cartoon. I'm working on a new book. I'm trying to get a publishing deal, or maybe I'll do it independently or something. And I'm gonna release that and go on a book tour. And then yeah, hopefully the movie gets announced soon. Hopefully my cartoon comes out soon, and hopefully my book comes out soon. And hopefully this episode comes out soon. Thanks so much for having me on. This was so freaking fun.
Good job. You made it.
I did. I want to go to a Spice conference.
I'll go with you.
You're pretty much like Beyonce at that shit.
It's actually insane. Like I can pretty much move through life, you know, but not at the Hot Sauce Expo.
Yeah, I just can't imagine walking around with you.
Like, oh my fucking God, it's Sean!
Bitch, I feel like Brolin.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? Thank you so much for watching today's video. The season 18 sauces, they're here, and you know what that means. Dom, box me. So is the big box. The season 18 Hot Ones box is now available at heatness.com. That's heatness.com to get your hands on all of the season 18 sauces delivered straight to your door in one convenient box. Don't forget to be careful around the eyes.